This tutorial focuses on how to stay fresh and alert on long shifts. So when you think of this topic, there are really two primary issues here. If you happen to know that you have a long shift coming up, as much as possible, what you should do is really come rested and stocked with food and drink. Unfortunately, there are times with long stretches and no breaks, so having something readily available is key. No one feels fresh or alert when starving, or worse, dehydrated. Use a walk-away moment to grab something in the bunker. The cardinal rule: don't work harder than the student. And here's some added precepts. Remember to always focus on writing. Think about the notion of walk away, Renee, which I'll explain in a minute. Ask for help if needed, and be sure to take a break. Remember that your job is a writing advisor. Nothing wears you out faster than struggling with issues where you're not the best resource. If the student is dealing with personal issues, refer them to counseling. Or if there's some language issues, you can always refer them to immigrant services. In the Writing Center, there are lots of pamphlets available. And if you have time, make sure you refresh your memory on what Metro offers so you can make those suggestions and take some of the stress off of yourself. For those of you not even close to collecting Social Security, this is a reference to an old song, but it's also the key to staying sane over a long shift. Often we get so entangled in a session, we forget to do this. When you find yourself working harder than the student or simply getting frustrated, assign the student a task. They could rewrite the thesis, eliminate passive voice in one paragraph, check the verb tense, and then walk away. Such disengagement often opens up new insights and strategies for both the student and yourself, and gives you a small break to refresh. And of course, ask for help. We've all had sessions that are difficult in a number of ways. The student may be combative, have a citation question on style you're not familiar with, or another situation where you begin to feel worn out. At these times, it's perfectly fine to say something like, gee, I'd like to see if Pam or Brenda or whoever, or whatever lifeline is available, has some ideas on this, or is more familiar with this. Knowing you are not alone is a great stress reliever. At any and all opportunities, when you do not have a student or you finish a session early, leave the room, walk around the hall, go outside for a minute, recharge, and refresh.